Have you ever taught a lesson and thought your students understood everything? But later in a test or homework, you found out many of them were confused. That surprise can feel frustrating, and it often comes too late. It feels a bit like a driver driving without checking the rearview mirrors. They only realize there's a problem when an accident happens. Teaching works the same way. If we wait until the exam to find out what students don't understand, it's already too late. So what can teachers do to avoid this? That's why we use a simple technique called check for understanding. So what is check for understanding? Let's break down what it means. Checking for understanding is a planned teaching practice. Teachers use different techniques to see how well students are learning. The information collected is then used to guide and adjust instruction. To make it clear, let's look at characteristics of a CFU. It targets the specific learning objective. For example, after teaching fractions, ask, what is 1/2 of 12? It is quick and efficient. For example, a quick thumbs up or thumbs down, or one short question on the board. It is used at key moments during instruction. For example, before moving to word problems, check if students know the formula. Now that we know its characteristics, let's see how it actually helps you as a teacher. You see quickly who has understood and who needs more help. You can adjust your teaching on the spot, explain again, give another example, or slow down. It saves time later because small problems are solved immediately instead of waiting until exams. Let's see this in action with Ravi, a math teacher. Ravi is teaching long division. After explaining, she asked 3 students to solve a quick problem on the board. 2 of them make the same mistake. Ravi realizes many students might be confused, so she explains the step again with another example. By checking in the moment, she made sure the whole class understood before moving on. Teachers are not the only ones who benefit from CFU. Let's talk about students. CFU helps students because they can find out if they're on the right track. If there's a mistake, it gets fixed early before it turns into a bigger problem. And with the teacher guiding them step by step, they feel more confident as they learn. Meet Anaya, a 5th grader. During a science lesson on evaporation, her teacher asks, "Can someone explain what evaporation means?" Anaya answers, but mixes it up with condensation and looks unsure. Instead of moving on, the teacher gently steps in with a clear example. Think about wet clothes drying in the sun, that's evaporation. Anaya smiles and nods, now feeling confident about her understanding. With this small check, the teacher fixed her doubt right away, instead of waiting until the test. Now let's be clear about what check for understanding is not. It's not checking homework the next day. By then, the lesson is already over. It's not waiting until the unit test. That's way too late to fix misunderstandings. And it's not just asking, does everyone get it? Because most students will simply nod, even if they're unsure. So what did we learn today? Check for understanding means pausing during a lesson to see if students are learning. It has 3 characteristics. Check what students learned, keep it quick, and do it at the right time. It helps students by fixing mistakes early and building confidence. It helps teachers by showing who needs help and saving time later. Remember, don't wait for homework or exams to find out what students missed. A small check during the lesson makes a big difference. So, here's something to think about. Think about your own teaching and what is one reason you would use check for understanding in your class, and why would it matter for your students? Let us know in the comments section.